Deep within a lush jungle lived a fearsome lion whose roar echoed through the dense foliage.
The once harmonious jungle had become a place of constant fear, the animals living in the shadow of the lion's insatiable hunger.
The monkeys, once swinging freely through the trees, now huddled together, their playful chatter replaced by anxious murmurs. The deer, once gracefully leaping through the clearings, now nervously darted through the shadows, their eyes wide with fear. Even the mighty elephants trembled at the sound of the lion's roar, their massive frames unable to protect them from the lion's insatiable hunger.
The jungle, once a paradise, had become a prison. The once clear streams where the animals gathered to drink now reflected the fear in their eyes. The jungle, once a symphony of life, was now a silent testament to the lion's tyranny. The lion's reign of terror had cast a dark shadow over the entire jungle. To appease the insatiable lion, the jungle animals devised a desperate plan. Each day, one animal would volunteer itself as a meal for the lion.
The jungle, once vibrant with life, was now shrouded in a pall of despair. Every morning, the animals would gather at the edge of the clearing, their hearts heavy with dread.
The mothers would hold their young close, whispering words of comfort, trying to shield them from the harsh reality of their situation.
The jungle, once a place of abundance, now felt barren and empty. The lion's reign of terror had not only claimed lives, but had also stolen the joy from the jungle. One day, the lot fell upon a small, unassuming rabbit. This rabbit, however, was not like the others. He was known for his quick wit and clever thinking.
The rabbit, whose name was Whiskers, was small in stature but large in courage.
Whiskers spent the rest of the day observing the lion's movements, studying his habits and weaknesses. He noticed that the lion was particularly proud of his reflection, often admiring himself in the clear pools of water scattered throughout the jungle. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the jungle floor, Whiskers felt a surge of determination. The next morning, instead of going directly to the lion's den, Whiskers took a detour.
Why are we taking this path? I am hungry and impatient.
The lion, impatient and hungry, roared his displeasure, but Whiskers remained calm and continued on his way.
This way, Your Majesty. It won't be long now.
The path led them through dense thickets, across babbling brooks and over rocky terrain. Whiskers, despite his small size, moved with surprising agility, never faltering in his pace. The lion, accustomed to easy prey, struggled to keep up, his frustration growing with every step. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, they arrived at a clearing.
Your Majesty, another lion! He claims to be the true king of the jungle!
The lion, enraged, rushed towards the well, his eyes blazing with fury. Mistaking his reflection for a rival, the lion roared a challenge, his voice echoing through the clearing. The reflected lion, of course, roared back. The real lion, blinded by rage, lunged at the reflection, plunging into the deep well. The splash echoed through the jungle, followed by a stunned silence.
Did it work?
Whiskers peered cautiously over the edge, his heart pounding in his chest. The lion, trapped in the well, struggled to climb out, his roars now replaced by desperate cries for help.
The jungle is free! We no longer have to live in fear!
The other animals cheered, their voices rising in a chorus of joy and gratitude. They had learned a valuable lesson that day: cleverness can triumph over strength. With the lion gone, the jungle began to heal. The animals, no longer living in fear, returned to their playful ways. The monkeys swung freely through the trees, their chatter filling the air. The deer grazed peacefully in the clearings, their eyes no longer filled with fear. The jungle, once a prison, had become a paradise once more.
We did it! The jungle is alive again!
Whiskers, the small rabbit who had saved them all, was hailed as a hero. He was no longer just a small, unassuming rabbit. He was a symbol of courage, cleverness, and hope. The story of Whiskers and the lion became a legend passed down from generation to generation. The jungle, once ruled by fear, was now ruled by wisdom, and the animals lived in peace and harmony, forever grateful for the clever rabbit who had saved them all.